So, is it too late to buy Bitcoin? So, that question gets asked a lot. And one thing I've noticed over the years is the question's always there. So, you got to think about it. Bitcoin at one point was a penny. At one point it was $1, $10, 20, 100, on up to over $34,000. And this question has steadily been asked, is it too late to buy? So you have to look at that and you have to consider your own investments. And let me say, I'm not a financial advisor. Before you spend any money or invest your money in anything, you should seek the counsel of a licensed financial advisor. So think about it. Right now, with Bitcoin being where it's at, there were people asking this question just a couple months ago when it was at $10,000. So with Bitcoin being at $10,000, someone who was on the fence about investing in it, is it too late? Now they 3 times their money, more than that. So even, let's just say a $30,000 Bitcoin. There's projections that Bitcoin may go as high as 100,000 this cycle, 200,000, 300,000. As far as with this cycle, I'm not hearing too many people say it'll hit 1 million this time. Anything's possible. But the question of, is it too late to invest in Bitcoin, is a question of your time horizon. Are you trying to get rich overnight? If that's the case, Bitcoin is likely not the one to do that for you. Because if it was, you would likely already be wealthy, because the type of money you have to put into it to get those gains are so big that it's probably not feasible. But let's just take it, for example, and say that it does hit 1 million. Where we're sitting at right now, you're talking about a 30x, give or take. So if you put $1,000 in, you're talking $30,000. Now, as I said, this is probably not something that's going to happen within this cycle. And what I would say is there's a lot of other alternatives, I believe, that are going to get you better gains. You're going to be able to find a lot of options where with certain altcoins where you can put in, and by the way, altcoin is anything not Bitcoin for those new to this space. You're going to be able to find altcoins that you can put 1,000 in, and that $1,000, even in this cycle where, on the course, if we did hit 1 million, you're talking about that 30x. Well, imagine you put $1,000 into a coin that 100x's, because the market cap is so much lower. So anytime that question comes up, you have to realize, I would compare it to the stock market. Typically, people aren't asking themselves this question of, well, is it too late? And they may ask that about certain stocks, but I think the difference between the stock market and the crypto market is there still is a chance for literally overnight wealth. This is going to be the biggest transfer of wealth that we have potentially seen since the dot-com era. This is massive. You're not going to get those gains as a whole in the stock market unless you're just basically gambling. So to have this much of an opportunity, this is the place to be. So you can still buy Bitcoin and do excellent, but you're going to do that in a longer time horizon. There are better other alternatives as far as trying to get wealthy at this point, but still I believe that Bitcoin long term is the best answer. So as far as me, I'm more about the altcoins right now, and as Bitcoin settles after the market, at the end of the bull market, when we go back to a bear market, that's the time to try to get in on some Bitcoin, because this may not be the last time that we see 30,000. It could go lower. I'm not sure that it will, but you'd be able to take your earnings from the altcoins that you bought And then even if Bitcoin settles back down at 40,000 after the cycle, then you can buy some. What I would say is learn the cycle. If you're in this space and you're kind of just hopping in and out of trades, going back and forth, find a group, find a trustworthy group, find someone who's been in the space and can keep you from making mistakes that they've made, and just be careful. There's a lot of crap out there. Take your time to learn who you're listening to and get involved. It's not too late to buy Bitcoin. The train has not left the station yet. Until next time, protect your money. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, ask any questions, any way I can help you, I'm more than happy to. Take care.